one of the things I know you did a couple of months back was our Holy 40 challenge, so we can get into that a little bit. Just curious what your general experience was with that 40-day challenge, and maybe what your thoughts were and what you enjoyed or were challenged by in that.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Um, you guys were posting like crazy about it for a while, and I was like, all right, they got to chill out. But then I was like, you know what, maybe I should do this. And you kept posting. I was like, all right, they got to still have spots. So I reached out, um, and sure enough, there were some openings. But yeah, I loved it. I think that the movement part of it was something that I just naturally do, but the eating and the lifestyle changes I thought they were tough. They were tough. Yeah, if you looked back on my days, like the first couple weeks were rough. Um, just kind of trying to get into that routine, um, and kind of break some old routines. Like, why am I scrolling for an hour every night before I go to bed was a big one.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, the eating was pretty hard too, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that accountability. Um, I think that one thing that pushes me is when there's competition. That kind of drives me away from complacency. Similar to like freshman year when there were other kickers there. It's like there's a reason that freshman year I was so much more successful than the couple of years following. Is like there was no competition following that. And so just like we didn't necessarily talk to them and communicate with the other people all that often, but knowing that they were on the other end of that group chat and that they were trying to push themselves to win, really just made me be the best I could be, each day. And yeah, I thought that overall was pretty good. I think that the fact that it was all kind of trust based, the point scoring, at first I was kind of getting caught up on is like, what if people aren't, being honest? But eventually I was like, you know what, if they're gonna lie just to win this competition, like they got other issues. So, and I think that's something that's really hard to find a way to do it other than that, unless you were to like, require everyone to have a watch that like all, sent in the results or whatnot. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was super helpful. I gained a lot of knowledge about, what I should be doing each day and what I should be putting in my body. Um, and it's helped a couple routines that have since changed and I've been able to keep from that too. And then there's a couple things that when I'll scroll back through my photos and see the picture of all the rules, it's like, all right, well, maybe I should try and do these a little more often too this week. But no, I thought I thought it was great.
Yeah, I think the competition aspect is the biggest part of it. Like Jaden and I really like working with former athletes just because we like people who compete, and I think it's easy to lose that after your playing career is done. But I think that's one of the best ways to get back into it is not only competing with other people, but also competing yourself, and also in a bunch of these different areas, and having like a point system and a reward system with that. It's kind of a nice way to get that feedback. For you, was it more so? It sounds like it was more so competing with other people. Was it also a competition with yourself, like trying to beat your point totals from the previous day or previous week, or what was that approach like for you?
Yeah, I think that it was more so the like the building the routine of like, no, I don't want to do this today. Or like, okay, what's one point gonna do if I don't get it today? Of like, all right, don't have that mindset, stay locked in, and yeah, trying to get to that maximum point total. And those days that you do that, you are able to send the text back. It's like, yes, 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 yes. It's a good feeling, and you're kind of waiting for Jaden to text you like, come on, I want to tell him I got them all yesterday. And then, but on the other hand, it's those days that you missed three, four, five of them, and it's like, all right, well, he's going to text me, but I'm going to be honest, but maybe to or hopefully today and tomorrow, we can pick that back up. But yeah, I thought that, um, yeah, just knowing that you're bettering yourself and being able to like physically see the results and feel the results too, is something that pushes me. It's like, all right, it's only been half the time, and I already see some of these results paying off, and I see some of these routines shifting to a more positive way than what they were. And so let's work even harder the second half to try and boost the results for these next 20 or whatever days.
Yeah, I mean, the goal is really to gamify it early, but then to have you do it often enough to see the actual benefit and see the result, and then do it without doing it for the competition, right? You do it to feel better. You do it because it's helping you from a healthy standpoint, and not necessarily just because it's getting you points and getting you more than the next person. So I think, as Colin said, competition is really good. It pushes us to levels we didn't think we could be. And I think as long as you don't make it a comparison game and get down on yourself for not maybe performing to what you could be, I think it's really beneficial when you look at just pushing yourself to that next level, right? If we do anything with someone else pushing us, I think we're going to do it better than by ourselves, just because we have that person to both keep us accountable, but also maybe find our weaknesses or enhance our strengths. So I think it's just a testament to the people that are willing to take a leap of faith, because it is a challenge. It does cost money, but at the end of the day, you're trying to better yourself, and I think there's value in the competition.